Let's get it. That layout open. Excellent. We're alive. Whee. Whee. We live. At night. Very calm. He's done it. He's here. Don't need any of that. Need to go get some aphids. Little wolf, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good. Oh, okay, that worked. Go kill some aphids. Need the food, I hungry. Where are they at? Boom. Aphid seeking missiles. Online. What? Excuse you? What are you doing here, bruh? This ain't cool. I'm not a fan of this. You're supposed to be trapped in your home. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. You got nothing against me. Oh, wrong. Oh, wrong. So wrong. So many wrongs. Everything about that was wrong. What a waste. I am absolute scrub. That guy was supposed to be in here, but I guess I can loot his cave now. Can never have enough for that stuff. Pow! You listen to Eminem's? Yep, I did all day today almost. I feel like I still need to listen to it to like... I think I've only listened to it like 1.5 times through. So I'm still like trying to listen to more lyrics. But so far it's pretty good. I'm a fan. Oh, the spider? I mean, it's both of us, let's be honest. When it comes to combat... Yeah, Max, we've been doing this for 1,800 days, bro. You know what that is. Yeah, we don't build. We don't battle, we build. What the heck are you doing over here? I don't need that in my life right now. Okay, yep. Good hop in there, Max. Okay. Yuck. Look at that. Ew. Who wants that? Nobody asked for that. It's just horrifying. Why did they have to add those there? More. Ran a full circle and they're all still right here. Probably ran past a couple too. Hookers. Aphid? Well. Get out of here, Wendell. Well, now I gotta kill this thing. Need that ooze. Gonna have to get all this gear upgraded at some point. My weapons are not sufficient currently to fight any bosses. New Game Plus 4 at this point, and I think 12 is the highest I have upgraded. Not good enough. And it's just so expansive. I thought I had a lot, and I didn't. Oh. What a lovely trinket. Yeah, how much do I have left? 41. I feel like I don't really want to upgrade anything until I can get a Club of the Mother Demon that's good, infused from the... Yeah, I haven't thought about window staying for a while. Get over here, stop moving. Yeah, sit down. Sit down, boy. Yeah, I want a Club of the Mother Demon, so at some point we're going to have to fight the Brood Mother. Sounds horrible, but... do that. I guess we only have to win once, because then you're just redoing stuff. Why? Spicy, spicy, horrifically bad. Every time. Spicy attack is pretty bad anyways. It doesn't really do anything. So much crit. Alright, we still got the stump. Brownie Boy bin. Did that yesterday. Got that. Let's go do the red ants real fast. Is it even worth... I guess I can get queen parts, but... I don't really need them. Question is, do we infect it or just kill it? Why not infect it, right? Yeah. Just infect them all, right? Then we have an infinite supply of infected stuff for some reason. I don't really think it does anything, but since the old ants still spawn, it's kind of whatever. They're both weak to fresh, so it doesn't really change anything. My lips are chapped. It's so hot out right now. Hopefully my AC isn't too loud, but I tried turning it off yesterday and I almost died. It was horrible. More telepatties. We're getting there. Come back for the sandwiches. Technically, I think that's... yeah, once this is filled... oh, no. Oops. We can go right here. How does that work? Oh, no. Wasn't expecting that. Weird. Cool, but shouldn't work like that. So we finally got them all set up. I mean, not set up, but we have enough to go all the way around so I can start placing them around the map. Finally, but I think we're going to do something like this. I don't know. And then we got to build like a roof. I don't know. It's not like ideal. But this is kind of the only spot I have for them on this base at this point. And I don't want to like ruin the cool lantern, so I'm trying to figure out a way to like utilize it still. But we'll figure it out. Time will tell. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Ants. But we got to get the sandwich, duh. Whee! Give me them sandwiches. Or not. They ain't ready yet. Come on. It's like watching paint dry. Farm more trinkets. Maybe we'll get a good broodmother one. Maybe. I don't think these are the ones we're looking for. I really don't have a good spicy. Spicy best. It's not horrible. A little bit of healing's always good. I put all the salt ones over here. Oh. So that's where they were. Duh. That's just how few spicy ones I have that are any good whatsoever. Literally. I don't have any good spicy ones. It's like passable for the broodmother, but still not great. Bummer. Someday. Right? Yeah. To the ant layer. Let's get it. Okay. That's, should have noticed that I was going to do that. Haha. Bypassed. Eventually we won't have to be a peasant and use these at all. There's a lot of nostalgia though, you know? I worked really hard to make all these stinking zip lines. But we'll get to destroy this at some point. It's just still really useful. There's something about the view of the backyard from a zip line as well. Hello, Kimazor. Kimazor? Not sure. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Just about to go to the red ant hill real quick. Get the chip in there. Need to maybe do a lint run as well. So I do not have a whole lot of it. Or not. I thought I was going to clutch up and get that. I did not. Luxons, welcome in. Oh. They're everywhere. Oh, we're good. What a block time. Aha. I'm the best. You can try. Luke Tomlinson, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in, Smiles. Hope everyone's having a good night. You can't do anything. I have lifesteal. Can't touch this. Yeah, I need to upgrade this thing again. It used to one-shot things, man. Oh, I don't like that as much, though. Hey! My back is itching. Sure. Hurry. Knocking one of these down. What? Is there another one that's infused? What the heck? Yep. That's a dangerous combo. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of sour. Ah! Get me out of here. I'm too young to die. There's no way that hit me. Dude. No. Kill this guy. Get rid of the sour. Nothing about you guys is very nice right now, okay? You asked for this. You made me do this. You ruined my shoes. How rude. Darinator with playing Elden Ring. Nice. I'm having a good night watching your stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, another one. Oh, that's not. Wrong weapon.
I'm pretty sure I'm poisoned or something funny.
They're everywhere. No. Where'd you go? Get back here. Rude. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. There's never this many here. You playing the DLC? I have never played Elden Ring, but I've been watching a lot of people play the DLC currently. It's very enjoyable to watch. Looks fun. I would be so bad though. It'd take me so long to beat that game. Maybe someday. Take it. You know, I didn't want to do this. Technically, if you just pick up all this stuff, you get a ton of waffles and cones. Like, so many. Bring it! On my first ever playthrough, I'm almost done. After I beat the game, I'll do this DLC. Nice. Whoa, it's Sark. I haven't seen you in ages, man. So it looks like you got your account back. That's good. Was looking rough there for a little while. Pick them all up and let them fall. Look at all that. Yeah, Sark's account got hacked. Big time. Not look like fun. Oh, well, I kicked that waffle to Timbuktu. These really aren't even worth it for one. I disappeared for a while, but I'm back. No worries. I honestly disappeared a bit there too, so it's all good.
Hey there, bud.
Apparently, we're just farming trinkets now. Really, really bad trinkets. Like, really bad trinkets is what we're farming. And I guess I'm gonna have to delete some of those anyways, or whatever. There's a lot of raw science to get, though. So there's that. I have too much of this stuff. He's so angry. Wait, where is that? Come in. Milk molar. Down here. Yep. We did it. Sir, I'm gonna have to put you down. I guess that was what I came here for, so it's probably good I got that. Oh. Give me light. I can never remember where I'm going in this place. That ain't it. Focus on Minecraft. You can do a lot of construction there. I used to play Minecraft, but I have not played it in a very, very long time. Kind of, I guess, got bored of the game overall. It's very flexible. The mods are really cool, but kind of got tired of the just blockiness of it after a while. After a while, I kind of want to, like, build cooler things. I just never really liked the boxiness of it, but I had a lot of fun playing different mods. Sorry. I didn't want to kill you, but we had to. Need all of that. Give me that. Oh, we need way more room. Forgot all this stuff was back here. Do I need brittle? Really not. I have so much. I only have a few random weapons I still need to upgrade anyways. They're like, who killed all our friends? I don't know. Mainly play Minecraft? I have noticed that. It's definitely a good game. I just played so much of it for so long. If you've never played the Technic pack, I played a lot of that with a bunch of friends. Like, automated everything. Sounds like there's way crazier and cooler things now, but... Can't touch me. Haven't played Grounded in a while, yeah. I don't think a lot of people are playing a ton right now, but... So I'm going to be playing Enshrouded a bit next week as well. Adding in some variety. Continue to grow the community a little bit more. Why are you so angry, dude? Chill. How much ooze? Dude, that's actually a lot of ooze. I just don't know if I can ever give up Grounded, or at least until we finish the sandbox. I don't think I can stop playing. It's just too fun. Why are they always so bad? Maybe one of these will be lucky. I still don't think I have like a good boss trinket with 3 things I actually want on it. Like, what? Double arrow refund? How crappy is that? DeBurgle. There he is. I found a chip. Ooh. Not that one, this one. Go through the door. Too fast for my own good sometimes. That's dinner. Whatever. Then we can go build. Let's go get some lint after this, actually. Lint and charcoal. Need to be better about farming those more often. I've been using so much. I'm gonna need about 10 times the amount of charcoal I currently have. dedupe these while we wait. Stay productive, you know? Daily chores. Try to catch me doing real chores? No, but grounded chores? For some reason I'll do those all day. Let me do it. Need to make sure to get more smoothies too. It's not a bad idea real fast. Because I'm going to use a lot on these bosses. I already know it. We're going to need a ton. At least you can pretty easily just reload the infused weapons. If you want, that's really nice. I wish they would have picked better weapons too, though. Like the fact that it's like the bone dagger or the pebblet dagger and the tier 1 lame hammer, like visually that's so boring. Like yes, the statistics and stuff are going to be good, but it kind of is like I want cool stuff. Where is that? I swear I got that last time, but maybe not. Like, that would have been a very positive change, I think. Would have been to do tier 4 infused weapons that were, like, new. Like, maybe a couple of the tier 3, like the Club of the Mother Demon, I think is pretty cool. The Mantis Scythe, like, double down on those. But the rest of them should have been brand new. I think people would have been really hyped. It would make it feel much more, like, worth getting the infused weapons. You need them. They're going to make life exceptionally easy compared to not having them. But if they were new, more interesting weapons, I think that would be more rewarding as a player. Who knows what they're going to do in this next patch, though. I kind of was expecting it to come sooner, so my hope is that they are working on lots of stuff. I think at this point they've pretty much fixed the majority of the major bugs. I'm sure there's little things here and there, but that's always a thing. I was like, dang it, I need that. Or just like changing the skin of the tier 1 weapons would also probably help. Yeah, anything. It's just lame that they're the tier 1 weapons. Like, that part's lame. That feels very dumb to me. It could have done anything other than those. Yikes. I hope Para's YouTube channel keeps going strong. I mean, his whole thing is grounded. I don't know what else he really plays, so... Hard part with, like, content like he does is, like, at some point, what do you even do anymore? Like, I would just be like... I've done all the tier lists. I've done all the games. I've done all the... At least with my stuff, it's just like, dude, you just build something new. Easy peasy. Keep going. It's endless content loops. But otherwise, it's kind of just like, I don't know what you would even make videos on. Oh, yeah. Well, I also forgot I was using those. Yoink. Oh, bedtime now. The real hope for us all is that they announce that they're going to start working on Grounded 2. And they'll bring it into early access next year or something. That's the dream. Alright. Do a charcoal run. Get some lint. And then we're off to build. I really want to get this temple done. The bathhouse is calling my name. Oasis house? I don't know what it's going to be called. And the temple's like fairly close. I just have to really figure out the roof and ceiling details. was like, where'd he go? Give me 4. Aw, dang it. Thought it was going to be a big drop. Let's get some dandelions, too. I keep forgetting about these. I think I'm doing pretty good on burrs currently, but can't ever have enough of those either. Oh, this isn't gonna kill this guy, is it? Oh, thank goodness. Still do enough damage. They used to die in one shot, just one of these. Eventually I'll get it upgraded enough, but it's gonna be a while. Or could do a every item. I mean, he's done all the weapons. He's done all the armors. On top of that, like, I guess you could do, like, smoothies. And he did mutations as well. Like, there's not really, like, anywhere to really go. Like, items, there's, like, a coziness. But I think he has a video on coziness as well. And it's like, anyone that needs a video on coziness isn't trying hard enough, because all it is just spam items. That's all you have to do for coziness. So I can't really think of any other, like, tier list he can really do. Everything else is just opinions, and he doesn't really do, like, opinions. He just kind of does, like, statistically. I think that's why his stuff is always good, because it's just like, here's the bare bones. No, he doesn't sugarcoat a bunch of crap and like, well, if you do this, that doesn't make any sense. It's the best thing in the game. And you're like, no, wrong. You're just like, this is the best armor. This is the best mutation. So on and so forth. Keeps it straightforward. His, like, the only thing he's really ventured out on is when he did the, base build video. I thought it was funny because he posted his base video as I had scheduled mine for like 2 hours later. So we both posted our build tips videos on the same day. I was like, what unfortunate timing. I think it worked out well for me. My video did really well. Very happy with how that video is done. It was a fun one to make. I'm excited to do it for some other video games as well. So we keep playing stuff that releases. Do I have the wrong trinket? Yes. I'm like, why am I not faster? Food generation, tenderfoot offense, and vampirism. Lovely. What a great trinket. I like physically can't not have like a fast trinket on anymore. It's like unbearable. Did my message go through? Nothing on here. Aha. I don't see any notifications in Discord either, so. Anyway, how's it going, Goose? Just got done farming some charcoal to continue my painful design that you came up with. Torturing me. No, it's sick. I'm really just getting lint at this point. No, it was a great idea. It led to the whole floor thing too that I'm doing now, which looks super sick, so it's all good. I'm just giving you crap. It is a lot of pain though. But honestly, all my builds are a bit of pain. That's just kind of how I do things. Playing Roblox horror game with my friends. Interesting.
I call it the black wheel of death.
I have never played Roblox. Oh yeah. Thank goodness I have my axe. I almost forgot it last time. It's really the only way to do it. If you don't have a torch, it's so miserable. Any infused weapons? No. We haven't fought any of the bosses yet. Just been getting through the story. Don't do it. Don't do it. Have a couple more chips to get. None of the like important ones, but did a couple labs last night. It was kind of the main thing. I'm pretty much only gonna go, at least in the beginning, for the Club of the Mother Demon. Going back to the game sounds good, Goose. Enjoy. Hope it's fun. But we'll be maybe not tonight. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like in the mood of trying to bash my head against the Brood Mother tonight, or not. Sort of a chill night vibe, I think. This heat has got me exhausted. Yeah. Listen to the smooth jazz of my voice as we rock you to sleep. And then you crap your pants. Rude. As you play Roblox horror games. Just as you think you're safe. Murdered. Oh, jeez. Don't drop them. No. Hey. Yeah. I want to get up there and stuff. I wish you could build under here, man. It'd be so cool. I would build such a sick base up here. Just all throughout this whole area.
Go eat some wood.
Yeah, go eat my wood. What? Oh no. You just fall. Sucks to suck, dude. Yeah. Making me dizzy. No, I keep dropping him. Hiya. Oh, I forgot to go across. Dang it. It's actually like worth it now. There's enough on the other side that it actually is pretty worth going all the way around. Okay, well, maybe not. It's worth it when you don't screw it up. School of Nox, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Why can't I put stairs there so I don't have to jump? I don't know why I still haven't built stairs up here either. Okay, yeah, exactly. Would make life easier. So I suck at parkour apparently. Whee! Shortcut. Parkour. I don't even know why I'm collecting these, but it's on the way, right? Been gone for a minute. Elden Ring, you know. Oh, there's someone else in chat. Also playing Elden Ring currently. Doing great, Dylan. Doing great. I mean, I was gone. It's the first week I'm back in 2 weeks now, so I get it. I've been watching people during the day play Elden Ring. I wish I currently had the time to play Elden Ring. It'd take me 6 years to complete it currently with how little I get to stream. How do you run so fast? Everything. So part of it is because I'm in New Game Plus, so you can get you have to get aphid slippers. They give you the quickness. That is the sleek bonus from upgrading them past level 5. Then you want to use Natural Explorer mutation, which you get from unlocking or finding all the field stations. And then you get even faster. In New Game Plus, you can get trinkets that also have the quickness, so you can add a little bit more speed with those. And that's how I speed run. And man, does it feel good. Speedy Gonzalez over here. Yeah, all good. I'm waiting to see where your base is. Which one do you want to see? That's the question. I got 2. I have the Pagoda base and the Sandbox base. So this is currently... This is one we're working on right now. So this is all semi-completed. They still need details, but the exteriors and stuff are pretty much done. We're building out the entire Sandbox. This is what we're working on at the moment. This is a supporters temple build, so I'm going to put everyone that is a donator, member, any of that, will get their name in here on a chest. This was the previous build we worked on. This is probably my favorite thing I've ever built in any video game ever. This thing's freaking epic. This was really fun to build, and this was all live streamed. I will do that. Very calm. This is the inside. Built this sick chandelier. This thing turned out so cool. Like, look how cool that lighting looks. So much, but dang is it cool. And it's like a kaleidoscope when you're underneath it. So cool. Built this like Termite King organ thing. Did some fun floors. Yeah, the chandeliers turned out so good. And everything. This base, the whole base turned out freaking epic. I'm really happy with how this whole thing turned out. It was fun. And this is purely just fun. I wanted to build a temple sort of cathedral thing. So we did it. And then we're currently working through some of the details of all of this. Long ways to go on the inside. Sort of have it roughed out on the inside, but we got to build out the ceiling still. Kind of figure out the detailing. There's going to be chests lining this whole thing for everyone's name to go on. Do like a cool statue or something in the middle here. I'm going to do this crazy lighting as much as I can throughout. I was working on this lighting last night a little bit. These pillars turned out really cool. Big fan of it. And we got a ton more to do. And you can get the quickness on a weapon as well. True, I forgot about that. It's like too fast. This is Very Calm's outhouse. Just Very Calm's. When there is a name under there that you can see, it doesn't show up with the nat though. Playing solo on console, mild regular mode. I am now, I mean, I'm on New Game +4, but I do now play on mild. I got tired of getting exploded and one-shotted constantly. So I feel you there. You play the game how you want to play it. Don't you worry. And then I can show some of these off. It is a good build. It's one of my better outhouses. This one isn't totally done. I kind of have to figure out how I want to finish it off. But it's still pretty cool. Turned out pretty sick on the inside. Still have to do all the lighting and stuff, but it's got a crypt down here. I'm going to put like tombstones and stuff. once we get back to that. I didn't build any of this on live stream, but I really like how the whole thing kind of turned out. It's a really unique little build. The Wizard's Tower is pretty epic. I'm really happy with how this crazy thing turned out. The lighting is really cool. This is sort of the only thing I have like super detailed out on the inside, just because it's not very big. And then it's got this like big staircase all the way down. Whee! I forgot I have to build all those still. The ADHD is real. This is just my workshop area. Nothing crazy there. But I have a ton of like, the other base is in the pagoda. I have a ton of like secret passageways in this base that go like underneath here, so you can still get to the chests, and it's gonna be like a throne room thing. Get to the chests over here. There's passages. There's gonna be like a whole sewage system for like secret passages underneath these areas to get to random things. There's gonna be like a thing under there, maybe under there. There's a lot of stuff that tries to kill you under there. This base is sort of like the infected, or the broodmother, or infected broodmother, I don't really know. It's like throne room and stuff, which turned out kind of cool. I kind of want to redo it now that they have more blocks. This was before they added the quarter blocks. Still cool, but I think it could be cooler. And these are just kind of like a really cool set of stairs that go up through here. We're going to do a Hall of Presidents. We have a president in chat, and they'll get their own armor set and stuff here on each one of these. The tower turned out super cool. I really like all the detailing on it. Like statues inside of it. The top turned out really cool. Feel you on the ADHD, right? It's a tough game. Yeah, all this has turned out really cool. I'm really happy with how this build's kind of come along. We'll have sort of housing all throughout there and there, all throughout here. This will be sort of an oasis. I'm calling it a bathhouse, I don't really know, just because I want to utilize the water and stuff. But we got a rough start here. This is what we'll be working on next, most likely. Figure out how to incorporate that science station. There's an elevator that goes up to bounce you up to the top here. Also, some of this stuff is built on different grids. So like the outer wall that goes around is its own grid, and then this is its own grid for this and this. Like, so that temple is built on the outer wall's grid. So they all kind of clip together. I got like a secret passage down here as well to get you, comes out from my workshop, so I can get to the field station faster. And since they took my handy gnat away, the ghost gnat, this is my little entrance to get back into my base. I got a little workshop in here. I'm going to completely redo this at some point. It's not as functional as I'd like, and I want to make a chest room that's bigger for every single item in the game. And this is not currently enough, I don't think, so gonna need more. And then that's the entrance that goes down to that little secret thing. You got stuff that goes up here. Been having fun. And then the secondary base, this is sort of my claim to fame, the pagoda base. This is what, on a community base tour, kind of blew me up and made people want me to make a YouTube channel. So this is a super fun base, the first base I built in Grounded. Turned out super sick. Each wall is built on its own grid all the way up, so they all clip into each other on the corners, which is sort of why it's unique as well. It's a very functional base. It has every single item in the game currently except for the stuffed bugs, the ant queens, because they're too big to fit in it. But got my own little crafting area. The field station is like my favorite part of it. Farm and stuff is all over there. Archery station. Yep, we got sort of a platform all around. Feathers for all the crow feather roofs that I use. Go there. I have a video on building this Harry Potter boathouse rebuilt. Kind of remake is what this designed off of for my bugs, my bug barn. Quiet, Trudy. And then got my jerky racks. This was more useful for water collection before they added the mantis fountain, because now that gives you unlimited water, but still cool. There's an elevator on each level that goes up. You got all this fancy little stuff. This is just all fun things. Decorations. You go first person, so it's not so glitchy. This is where the water falls down to that previous level. So it was unlimited water. You got this little balcony area. This is the bounce elevator that goes up and around the pagoda, which I'll show in a sec. My termite organ. This is all my all the bosses, sort of the boss museum room, and the ant queens. Unfortunately, the stuffed versions just don't fit. But every single other bug is in here, which is cool. I'm amazed at how well everything fit and lined up. But they go almost 360 degrees all the way around the base up here. So you can come get all the buffs and stuff for all these, and they go all the way around. And then you go back down to the first level. Yo, I just wanted to say hi, gotta go. It's already 5:30. And I'm addicted to Sea of Thieves. Hey, we're all addicted to something, you know? You could be addicted to drugs. So then you can go up, bounce, bounce, bounce. Having a good night velocity either way. In person, this works. It bounces you like a little bouncing thing. Got little storage areas. A full armory of... I still have to move some things and add a few things of the new stuff, but it's every armor, every weapon showed off. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. They each have like balconies, little cool little hubs there. This goes up to the top, which is a zipline tower. See it kind of very calm. It is weird. It's a little thing over to the third story. I have my secret trinket. It's where I'd have all my trinkets duped. Just in case I accidentally delete one or something. Absorb quick, good. Then the museum continues. We have an art museum. Why do I have two downs? Weird. So I have every piece of art and a couple duplicates, I think, on accident. Oh no, I did that because I have extra room. So I just made these the same. Because it's the whole inside and outside all the way around. You can also check out my base tours to see these. See how I built some of this stuff. Goes into them more depth. We're building a teleporter hub here to replace this zipline hub. And then, mostly because I was trying to build this as a floating island, and then they patched the floating stuff I was doing, so I'd have to restart from scratch to make it float now. It's possible, but I have to restart. So I didn't feel like redoing it. But yeah, that's the base so far. And there's a waft emitter base over there. Deep Rock Galactica? Yeah, I remember you saying you were playing that, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how to make him revert velocity. I only have so much control over him. I do miss the kind of something. It can be a verbal agreement that you're just kind of... You're very calm. But you gotta revert to kinda calm. Or something like that. I'll leave it up to your discretion. Now I'm being extorted. Look what you did, Velocity. Are you aware of the inner hedge? Yeah. Like how you can build a base like inside it. There's a couple base tours that are on YouTube from different people that do that. It was way better if he gets kinda back in the name. I mean, he'll have a better chance of getting mod. But I need a commitment that I won't get trolled for a while. For anyone that doesn't know, Very Calm was messing with us too much, so... Give me something. Like, what am I supposed to do with these, man? What is that? Ugh. maybe I get lucky. One extra one. Can't physically change my name for another 2 weeks. Sounds like a personal problem. Velocity still has to ban you then. Kind of crazy, but very calm. You can do kind of not gonna impersonate people anymore. Yeah. Yeah, you guys aren't mods. You're part of OSHA. I like that. That's a good way to do it. Building in the inner hedge, but I'm not sure how that works with raids. I assume nothing will be able to get you. I think you'll be totally safe. Like, to the point that they won't even really happen. Would be very similar to build like in the upper yard. There's a milk molar container that you can build in, and that is completely safe from raids. So I can't imagine anything can get you there. All I'm hearing is a corrupt government. Yeah, he's right. That is coming from our corrupt king. I've been looking at this, and I'm not loving how this sits. So I think I might need one more layer of burr here. Thinking that's the plan. And saves me a few materials, you know. Oh, did that go inside the other one? The chapel? You mean this? Or what are you saying? Who are you talking to, Velocity? Feels like a better entrance. Not perfect, but I guess I need these here still. W mod. Well, he's all we got right now, so. I'm glad he's a W. I guess you haven't been here for a while. That's kind of what I forgot. Hold on. I'll go show you it in a sec. There you go. Right? It turned out so good. Like, all the little details turned out really good. Like, fun little window things, patterns, the towers, the roof looks sick. The inside might even be better than the outside. Got all the statues. The inner thing is perfect. Look at the way that light shines in right there. Beautiful. That's a sick picture. Like the way you use those pillars and quarter blocks for the floor. Thank you. Yeah. This is the first time. I'm not the person who came up with it or anything. But I sort of did my own spin on it. Like, it's even in the roof, the patterning. Chandelier turned out epic. Best chandelier I've ever made. Community shrine's coming along. We're getting there. We're close to the part where we start putting the community in it, but I still need to do some work on the front. This needs maybe some more details like this or something. Or like adding in some more, just a little bit of variation or something like that. Yeah, if we use the same thumbnail like 4 streams in a row, though, I need to make another one. I should have a normal week next week. That's not quite as chaotic. Finally back from vacation. Everyone's left town. We have a little bit of work to do on the back still on the other side, but this is all just like replicating these pillars all the way around. Figuring out this deep side of the building, building out the ceiling. Building out more of this. This turned out pretty cool. I gotta do like some cool statue or something. I don't know. You're on vacation next week? That's good though. But yeah, we'll be here. Columns are up. Then it's just building out literally I just needed a bunch more lint because I don't have enough currently to finish out all of the things that are going to go all the way to the ceiling. And then, I don't know, some statue-esque type thing here. Some structure, I don't know. And then we have all of this to infill like this. There's so much ash cement. So much. Yeah, you've earned it. You know how many people you helped build the pagoda base? I don't really need those things. Hack it in for you? I mean, I have a lot. It's all good. The fact that I can get ash cement every day has made it pretty easy, honestly. It's easy enough at this point that it's like, it doesn't feel miserable like it used to. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have that setting change, though. Because holy cow, same with the pillars. I think the pillars use 27 or 28, like 28 ash cement per column. A bug in your toothbrush? You should probably get a new toothbrush. And then brush your teeth. Although, there's probably worse things that could happen to you. Everything I do, there's just dog hair in it, so... I'm at this point, I feel like I'm 50% dog hair. I've eaten so much of it. This mustache is a dog hair machine. Just like statics it all right there. Yeah, you can't. I wouldn't be very calm either. Yeah, without the 5 times, I would never build again. It's very true. It's a game changer. It makes it very enjoyable to build. It's 80% done. Just crow feathers, right? That's what the pagoda base was. These bases are ash cement. The pagoda base was so many feathers. Bugs don't hurt anyone sometimes. Just some of the times, though. I also have to figure out this inner detail here. I've kind of been messing with that. Fought one of these stinking jerks that was infused. They're harder than a boss. I'd never fought one before. I'd never gotten an infused one. Because I haven't been killing them, and I randomly killed one to get a milk molar, and it came back as an infused one with explosive, sour, and spicy staff. And for some reason, it procs and shoots out like 20 of each of those for some reason. It's like I thought the devs... I knew they hated me, but they really hated me then. Sounds good, Velocity. Thanks for hanging out, man. Coming in and checking on us. Great rest of your night. Why didn't I build the outside one? Dang it. Have a good night, man. Yeah, you need some rest. But you can always rest when you're on vacation, too, I guess. And it's easier to do underneath. At least for these portions. Yeah, I'm looking at you when I say that, Goose. So easy. I could make it cheaper by not using the quarter ones, but kind of like the little wood look that it gives off. Oh, these are going to be gone so fast. Oh no. I need to go process more. I have a lot. I just haven't cooked it. Velocity with the $2. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully you can get your card figured out so you can sub at some point, because it's way more beneficial if you get something out of it at least. I appreciate the donations, but I prefer you to get a sub so you can at least get like emotes or something cool out of it. It's not just donating. You've been very helpful in other ways. Don't ever feel like you have to donate, but it is very, very appreciated, man. I'm amazed at how... Yeah. Oh wait, now that OSHA is gone, anyone want to burn some tires? I have half. Go in your home. This is the worst part. There we go. Once you get going, it's not too bad, but getting that first one to place. Technically, with OSHA, he's just making sure there's no one violating code, and there's nothing against the code. That's more of like a police matter, burning tires. So I think you guys are in the clear. Burn away. Time to go. Send help. Never. You can never leave. You'll forever be in Davy Jones' locker. Timber Build's locker. Doomed to an eternity of service. Unless you beat me in the dice game. Earn them years back. Come on. Don't be like that. I also think, hopefully next week, I'm going to be able to look into, and maybe this weekend, finally back and stuff, dual streaming on Twitch as well, since I can do that. Bring in some new people, hopefully. I also highly prefer Twitch as like a viewer. YouTube's really convenient, and I like that it just essentially is just posting the VODs of all my streams, which is a great, easy way to get views and stuff. So that works out really well, but Twitch just has so much more cool stuff you can do, you know? Alright, we gotta go do materials. Excuse me? You remember me when you're famous? Of course. I don't think you burned yourself into my memory forever, don't worry. Maybe I can make a... Oh, am I really out of rust? Rude. Bummer. Why are those not organizing right? Twitch does have quite a bit more to do for viewers. Yeah, I like this. The interaction, you know, is so much better. I'm surprised that YouTube hasn't like added a lot of those random features. Just a channel point system. I mean, it's a great way that so everything's not like pay to win, and the different additions you can do. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care who steals it, but every streaming service should have those sort of things. I just have always used Twitch. As a viewer, I heavily prefer Twitch. YouTube's been great. It works really well. It's convenient for all the people who have supported me through my videos and stuff, so I do really like that. But if I can do both, I mean, why not, right? There's also so many cool things you can do with it. Alright, let's go get some rust then. I guess if we don't have ash cement, we can't keep building. I'm gonna have to remember about that thing there. That worked really well. Yep. This is great. We're doing it. Yep. Good work. Good work, game. I swear, I'm a good builder. I know what I'm doing. I'm just in between fixing things. Dan should get his own building? A whole building? Yeah, if I ever make... I'll make a little prison. There we go. That's what we'll do. Somewhere in this build, I'm going to find a way to make a prison. Honestly, maybe that's what's underneath the tower, where I currently have like the throne room thing under there. we'll build a jail, and Dan can be the first man in the jail. Seriously surprised YouTube hasn't implemented Twitch viewer interaction mechanics. That's all it's missing, really. Like, literally, it's just missing the, like, viewer interaction stuff. Other than that, everything's fine about it. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I'm a fan of pretty much every other part of YouTube's, the way things work for YouTube. I like having VODs just be posted right away. Like, as someone streaming, it's a very easy process when you make YouTube videos. So it's like, I really like that. It's like a natural place for people to find you. But without the chat stuff, it just doesn't feel as good. You know, that's not very nice. Yeah, how you like that? Mommy! And like some of the plugins you can use on Twitch are so cool. And I'm sure there's more things I could probably do on YouTube that I'm not currently utilizing. But I just like the easy way you can just set up little convenient things to like fix just fix random little things about it. That doesn't make any sense, but words. Just like, oh, exclamation point rules. Random stuff like that. Add in useful mods to play with your game. Everything about it you can just do slightly easier. There's also, like, as a streamer, like, you can make clips. You can literally just clip, like, and the great thing is that people in chat can make clips, and then I get to just save them. Like, they're automatically saved for me. Whereas, like, on YouTube, like, if someone makes a clip, I have to go find them again. Like, they don't just get saved. It's kind of weird. Doesn't make any sense. Because, like, if you could, you should just be able to make a YouTube short straight from someone clipping. That would be very convenient. I'd post so many YouTube shorts if it was that simple, but it's such a pain. And it's like a function in the sense that, like, it literally lets you crop it to the exact size of a YouTube short on Twitch. You're like, how does Twitch have that figured out, but YouTube doesn't? Dual streaming can be strange. Yeah, it's a little weird. You have to use, like, I'm going to use Chatterino to have both going, but I have a really strong machine, so I don't think I'll have any issues overall with, like, doing both. But I have to look into more of one of my buddies knows how to do it, so I'm going to kind of ask him for a little bit of help, I think. Sometimes he hangs out in the chat while he's working on a game. Hypothetically speaking, how long do I have to be very calm for until I become a moderator? Until I can fully trust that you're not just going to impersonate people and derail the chat and scare away new people. I have to be 100% confident that you're going to represent the brand of Timber Builds at the highest level on a daily basis. Because it's a lot of power for people I don't know. It's a lot of trust. Because they can really screw up my whole thing if someone just goes nuts. And I'm not saying that's what you're going to do, but you do have a history of being a little cray-cray in stream. Is if you were strange watching a dual streamer having a conversation. I have seen that. I've watched Jade do it a couple times, and it is yeah, that is an interesting aspect of it. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, well, we gotta go over here to get more anyways. Shouldn't need to ask how long, you should just wait. Yeah, there's no definitive answer. Just keep being a good boy. Especially the hard part is I don't have velocity here to control you if you ever get out of control. I can't tell you. I don't have an answer for the timeline. I mean, like, Velocity became a mod because he helped a bunch of people rebuild the Pagoda base, so he proved that he was, like, there to help the community, which is the #1 thing. And he completely, everything in the Discord is stuff he's made for the channel, so it's like he's been a massive help. And he did not charge anything. People actually paid him a couple, gave him some tips for helping them rebuild the Pagoda base. But, like, at that point, he had 100% proven, like, he was here to help the channel overall and control things, help people, which is what I need out of mods. Anyone need help with anything? I'm not saying helping is the only way to become a mod, but that was just sort of the example for Velocity why I was confident in making him a mod. Even though he can be a little testy sometimes. You don't want to piss him off. Is this a bad time to mention I'm interested in learning about all that kind of stuff? Moderating, editing, YouTube function? I mean, it's not bad timing. Anyone can be a mod, it just takes dedication. Really. Just takes the willingness to be helpful, prove that you can be trusted without screwing up, because it is a lot of our responsibility to be handed out. So it's not something I'll do on a whim. And like my chat's not busy enough currently for it to really matter, but oh, did I? Yeah, I deposited all that, of course. I'm just taking it. I don't care. If you have questions about editing, software, any of that stuff, I am more than happy to give advice where I can. I am not an expert, but I know a little bit here and there. I do all right on YouTube. I could say I've made money on YouTube, so it's more than a lot of people ever really get. More than I ever thought I was going to at this point, for sure. But I know I don't trust myself, therefore I'm down to learn. Yeah, sort of how it is. I mean, overall it's not super complicated, but same with editing. A lot of it's just learning commands and then just being creative. And I have a lot to learn about YouTube and everything. I am no expert, but I'm learning here and there with editing because I helped one of my friends with it before. Yeah, the hard part is like sending stuff away. Hard part is I haven't had a whole lot of time to like film anything. That's the most time consuming part, is like the filming, putting it together, at least the way I do it. I'm very particular and a perfectionist. So I don't post videos very often because I have to meet my standard. It took me a couple weeks to make that top 10 build tips video. But time well spent. More time you spend on the video, typically the better they're going to do. Not always 100% the case, but definitely helps. Which new game are you in? Currently NG+4. That's one thing I need to update on my thumbnail. Is it still says NG+3. But we got to NG+4 2 days ago. Joined your Discord. We should talk. I like the way you think. Hey, no problem. That's what it's for. Build tips video was very helpful. Thank you. That's the best compliment you can give. I made it purely to help people build more. Like, there's not enough people that build. One, in every survival game, I think there's a huge part of every survival game that's missed if you don't spend time building, and I think it elongates playthroughs, which I think is really fun. Like, the New Game Plus has definitely helped, but it's definitely a way to like continue playing a game you really enjoy instead of just burning through the story over and over and over again, which gets pretty redundant pretty fast. Oh, I need so much. I actually did this wrong too. Yeah, dang it. But yeah, the Discord's a great place to talk about anything and everything. The off-topic chat can be talked about for any of the editing. YouTube ideas. I'll pass along knowledge wherever I can. But at this point, I kind of wing a lot of it. A lot of it's just trial and error and being willing to do stuff and fail until you figure it out. It's been a weird roller coaster for me. Like, my first video ever got 61,000 views on it, and it's not like well made. I'm like the whole time, like breathing into my mic. It sounds horrible. Quality's not very good. It was built on this janky old computer that I had. I've just slowly upgraded, just reinvesting any of the money I've made back into the channel, getting a new mic. I got a new computer a year ago now. Learned software better, which has helped a lot. Just experimenting as time goes on. And then I've had like no video get anywhere near as close till this build tips video. I've been told I breathe in the mic, and I noticed it in my first recordings. Yeah, it's all you have to do is a noise gate. If you look up a video on how to make a noise gate, depends on which program you're using. I use OBS. There's a million programs. It's whatever one works best for you. That's the one of my buddies used for a long. It still uses. So what he suggested to me, since he could help me out and get settings, and then I just watched a video for best stream settings, a video for best YouTube or like video recording settings. I think I need to do that so it doesn't look weird. And just watch videos on it. But the noise gate specifically, you set a level for like the bare minimum sound, and then that will stop some of the breathing. It's not perfect. If you get a better mic, that helps a ton. Because I'm a super heavy breather. I talk a lot. That's why, probably a big reason I enjoy streaming is because I never stop talking. I've been told I like to talk. Funny enough. But it's easy to get out of breath quickly. So I tend to breathe really loud. So I had to figure that out quick because it drove me nuts listening to the videos. I just readjusted. Nice. Yeah, the noise gate, it makes a huge difference, and it's really easy to set up. It's just a filter. The only thing I don't think you talked about was how to get inspiration from references, like the same medium, different medium, and IRL. The precedence, I think. Maybe you're saying I didn't talk enough about it, but tip. I wish I had the tips written down. I can't remember them all. What order they were. In the video, excuse you. Come on. In the video, tip number... Let's see. Tip number 5, precedent images. That is a architectural term, so maybe it's a little confusing if you don't necessarily hear that all the time. Precedent images are essentially what you're talking about, using IRL buildings, designs, other people's builds, anything like creative thinking outside of your own, just using your brain to come up with ideas. Actually, that went a lot. So a precedent image is just a Google search, whatever, fine. So like for me, this whole King's Landing build, that was backwards. This whole sandcastle build is started off sort of roughly based on the God, I can't talk tonight. Started off roughly based on the idea of King's Landing from Game of Thrones, if you're a fan. So sort of a tiered castle, made it my own, sort of a tower off to the side, a little church, but in my own sort of manner. The Sept of Baelor is what this is sort of referenced off of. Sort of a central hexagon, octagon shape with towers on the sides, and then I just sort of change it as I go to fit the building of the game I'm playing. But I use precedent images in everything I do. Like I have on my second screen a like Roman temple pulled up and like a layout to help me sort of figure out how I want to do these layouts, how I figure out the buildings, and then the details are what I just kind of like come up with as I go. So like these are just random things that I've found while building to add details and create interesting designs. But yeah, check out tip number 5, because I go into probably better depth in the video than I just can on stream. And the Discord is a great place as well to get inspiration for games. Sort of the different build chats for a bunch of different games that I've mega built in, that other people have asked to start discussions on. Slowly growing the Discord. I think it'll get cooler the more games that I play and stream, make videos on. That's why I'm branching out to Enshrouded in the next week or so. And I'll probably want to make a top 10 build tips for Enshrouded at some point too, once I get good at the building system. But we got a lot to learn there. It's a very unique build system. I'm still getting I'm very uncomfortable with it at this point in time. But I felt that way when I first started building Grounded too. It's really just time spent makes it easier. Keep forgetting. I always hunch down. I have the worst posture when I'm gaming. Such a bad habit. That's another thing. Like I could do like a channel points thing. Like, dude, your posture. Like drink water, but for my posture. Because it's bad. Real bad. It's going to drive me nuts if these are in different directions. Probably. Well, kind of cool. I don't know. It might drive me nuts. I'd have to make like a pattern out of it, like swap it every time. Remember something written by Arthur Conan Doyle in the study in Scarlet. There's nothing new under the sun. 100% true. I think that is I think a lot of people get too in their heads when it comes to building. And like, I just can't think of anything. And I'm like, you got to look at other stuff. You got to find cool things around you to build from. I don't know any architect that's done anything 100% original. Every architect is looking at something else for references, except for the very first architects, you know. It helps being a creative thinker, for sure. Helps you think outside of the box. But like all great ideas start with using someone else's good idea as a basis of design. And then you improve and change it to fit the specific circumstances that your space allows or offers. And like this floor, someone else did all the column floors. I just had never seen anyone do ash cement in the middle, maybe just because I'm the craziest. And you got just do it. Yep, you gotta send it. Gotta just send it. I'm still gonna send it though. That would look cooler if it was in the center and flipped. I might flip these ones. So the center, it's a very minute detail. Okay, come on. Go in your home. But like, this flooring design was someone else's idea. This whole like twisty thing, I use it in a very different way, but a guy, Luderav, who has a thing on a base tour on my channel as well, he's in the Discord a lot, like he came up with this sort of spiraling quarter triangle design thing, and then I just kind of repurposed it for my build. And he's done same thing for me, or with some of my ideas. Like we've both had ideas that we like send back and forth. He sends me an idea in one material and I change it, and he's like, oh my gosh, it looks amazing in that. Like, why didn't I think of that? And then I do something and he's like, dude, I've been staring at that all day. Like, I gotta figure out how to add it to one of my builds. And you just kind of help each other out as you go. Hedge base is very dark, and that column floor with the light gives some grand ideas. It would look epic. Like, epic in the hedge. Like, 100% would look so cool. It's a great place to do it. The floor lighting, it makes it look so cool. The, like, glow it gets is really cool. Did I not just grab, like, tons of this? Weird. Didn't have as much as I thought. Man, I hate running out of ash cement. It's like the worst. It takes way too long to collect. You can get a lot of lint and stuff right off the bat, but spiral bits would be handy for large pillars. Check out the last... So on my channel, there is a community base tour with Luderav. Check out that base tour. You can watch the whole thing, and you'll get a crazy amount of ideas, because the whole build's insane. But if you want to see just that like spiral lighting, cool ways to utilize those quarter blocks and stuff, right at the very end, it's actually in the hedge as well. He's building this crazy like spider building is the only way I can really describe it. So it's not spirals. He also in the Discord has a sick design. I wonder if I can pull that up real fast. It's worth showing, because it's that good. It's back a little ways, but if I can find it, it's worth showing, because it's freaking cool. Yeah. It's not even that far back. Why does this not do what I want you to do? So, it's a little janky. It's hard to see. It's not the greatest image. But those spirals go all the way down, and he's added lighting onto it. It looks so cool. And he's got more of that stuff on the Discord. Couple different photos of that specific thing. If you go back a week or two, he's got some cool posts of those different angles and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff in that chat. I've always witnessed bees inside the hedge. I tried following it, but I think its wings make it glitch through the meshes. They are super jank. Yeah, the bees are super goofy. They'll end up in the middle of my builds somehow at times. Actually, that was all I wanted. If you've never played Astroneer, I don't know if it's a type of game you would enjoy, but it has a sculpture-like building system. Interesting. I'd have to look it up. I've heard of the game. I don't think I've really seen any content on it, though. It's the hard part. There's so many building games out there. It's a never-ending list of games that have good building systems and interesting things that I could do. Currently, I'm very interested in Enshrouded, though. The build system with the voxel-based designs. Some of the stuff I've seen people build is insane, and almost like... So many people are like, dude, your builds are insane. And I'm like, I'm a great grounded builder. I can build a lot of cool things in mini games, but I have a lot to learn. There's been some really cool stuff in Enshrouded that's been built, so I'm very excited to sort of learn another build system and do trial and error and see what kind of craziness I can build, because that game is nuts, and it's still in early access too. Build system is a little janky in my opinion, but takes some time to get used to. Should be a fun one, and I think we'll do some craziness in that game, I think. Some of this grounded stuff's really cool, but I think we'll go to a whole nother level in Enshrouded once I get used to it. And I've really been wanting to add in some different building games that I really am interested in, and that sort of has like this level of building that I have never seen in a game before. Shit, you're so late. You're right. It's okay, man. No worries. Hope you're doing good, Jeremy. ASA has made some interesting advances. Interesting. Yeah, and there's an endless amount. If I could do this full time, I would touch a lot more games that you can build in. I'd make it sort of like a daily video playing another game or something. Just building and going crazy. I'd stream a lot more. It'd be great, but a long ways to go before that can be a thing. When I have to grind a lot more. But I think adding more building games and more games to the channel is going to help a lot with growing the community and stuff. And then if they release Grounded 2, then we're set. Infinite content. There are no base building blocks. It's more organic. Interesting. And I'm like, I love the... Like, that's one thing that I struggle with is, like, organic. I really enjoy... I think I enjoy building in games so much because there's a system that I get to push, but have that sort of, like, base system to work off of. It's not, like, 100% creativity all the time. Like, I'm a creative person, but I'm not the most creative person out there, by far. There are so many people that are way more creative than I am, than I'll ever could hope to be. And that like organic form of design is somewhere where I think it's like one of my biggest struggles in creative design. I'm a very hard-lined person, mostly because I did drafting and blueprinting and stuff in school with architecture, and that was just what I got good at. So I like build base blocks and stuff. But you can sort of use, like Enshrouded can sort of build sculpturesque type things. So I think that'll be an interesting adaptation that I'll sort of figure out as I go. I need to start farming. Goose is back. Woo! I'll have to check it out though. An organic build system does seem interesting. Bro, I can't join, so I'll watch both these ads for you. No worries, no worries. Never feel obligated, but it is helpful. How many do we get? Not many. Might finish this floor with this amount. Not sure though. Not quite. So close, but so far. Learned all sorts of stuff in school. I cannot quite say the same. I wasn't the best student out there, though. Necessarily saying. But most of the community on that game is into the automation side, not a very big building side. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. For me, it's all building. The survival aspects make it fun. But overall, the building is what I'm most interested in most games currently. That was a long time ago, and my software knowledge isn't up to date, right? There's a lot of things that I have not done in a long time and wish I... Did I do that? You... Goofball. Dang it. Delete. I need the undo button. How's it coming along? It's coming. We're getting there. Oh, it is off. Well, there you go. So it was fine to do that. Yeah, we're just getting on the inside. We keep running out of materials. But the floor's almost done, which is a good sign, because that's not going to be that much to get. Inside's coming along. I think we're going to have enough pine cones. Yeah, we should have enough pine cones to do all that. Kind of got to think through some of this stuff. Damn it. Forgot. They ruined this. Didn't even delete the right one, did it? We're getting there, though. Still have, like, the whole back side and stuff to do as well, but you can't see that right now, so don't look at it. Don't worry about it. Shh. Don't tell anybody. We'll get to it eventually. Inside's more important at this point in time. I don't know if I want that like this. Honestly. Might just be better to do a big wall. But then add in some, like, secondary materials or something. Maybe. That kind of makes sense. Slowly but surely, we're figuring out some of these designs. This could be... Could use... Where are they? Ooh, Canyon. This would be a great spot to do a little bit of repetition. Similar to how I did some of these other designs. Maybe invert how I did the outer ones. So then we got like this design. It's more ash cement though now that I think about it. It's interesting though. Who knows? And then like what? We could do more of those. Oops. It's not bad actually. This could be kind of cool. It's coming along very nicely. Thank you. I'm gonna head out and read a little before I go to sleep. Sounds good, man. You are a better man than I am. I listen to audiobooks a decent amount, but with a 1-year-old running around, I ain't got time to sit down and read anymore. It's either working on content, ideas, learning about stuff, or working. There's a lot of wasted space up here. I wonder what I can do with this. Something, right? Something. Could be something. My bag had to get revenge. On who? I know for sure I'm not actually going to bed till like 2:30-ish. Nice. Yeah, it's only 9. Oh, it's already 9:30. Dang. Your friend. See you, Goose. Have a great rest of your night, man. have a feeling I'm gonna like the way I did it on the outside, honestly. Like, it just looks good this way, you know? Technically it ends up being the same amount of ash cement, but not sure if this is the route with the pebblets. It's kind of interesting. I kind of have to use it though, is the thing. I think, yeah, you can't place anything on those like that. Since they're part of the roof, I don't know. I'll have to mess with it. The patterning looks cooler with ash cement though, so it'll probably be this, some way, shape, or form. It works pretty well though, since it is like replicated, like all of that is the outside exactly like that. Just a cool detail to bring onto the inside. Sort of how I like thinking about a lot of my designs, is sort of like reutilizing patterns that I've created and kind of create a theme around things, slightly changing them for each build, but keeping some of the theming similar. I also don't know what I want to make the roof out of, because this is a lot of pine cone and burr for something that's never going to get seen. Unless I do like a flyover. Oh, oops. Is this survival? Yes and no. I do play custom now. This was a pure survival world until the 1.2 update, when they added wasps. Then they added the handy net, which is what I'm currently using to fly around with. When they added that, I was like, I need that to build bigger bases. I had built up to there just as like boxes, just mushroom boxes. And I was like, it's killing me, scaffolding up. Like, I kept falling to my death and dying, and I was getting really frustrated. And then this got added. I'm like, that's it. That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. My whole life has led to this one moment. So I switched to custom, but kept all of the settings exactly the same. All I did was turn on the handy net. So all I really did was disable achievements and then turn the handy net on. And then as I've gotten further and further in the game, I've sort of messed with adding in some of the other settings. So I currently have raids turned off because these bases are just too annoying to, like, they attack all the way up there every time and it's just miserable. Same with the pagoda base. They attack really weird spots that are hard to get to at this point because they're so big. So I ended up turning raids off just out of not having a desire to do it anymore. I've raided off so many wasps and mosquitoes that I just got tired of it. And I was farming gold cards, so I was just constantly getting raided. So it was getting a little annoying. And then as of the 1.42 update or whatever, I increased my resource respawn rates to the 5 times setting. So everything is pretty much the same, because the majority of items, weed stems, grass, burr, all those things, pebbles, clay, all of those respawn in 24 hours anyways. So it doesn't really have a major effect on those, but now charcoal and lint spawn every day instead of every 5 days. So that's the same thing. I still collect all the materials. I just am able to collect them a little bit faster now. But overall, I would say it's still survival. And you can, once you get to New Game +1, you automatically unlock the handy net in survival. So you don't even have to go to custom to get it anymore. You just have to get to New Game Plus. So that's essentially no different than survival. So other than respawn rates and raids being off, it's pretty much 100% survival. Who's winning the beef? Fergus or Benjamin? What you talking about, Willis? Oh, too early. Dang it. I need charcoal. Couple more. Not enough, though. Not enough. So your builds, I low-key want to restart. I'm a the Java-matic mixer or whatever, an infected broodmother away from New Game +1. I mean, that's the great thing is you don't have to restart anything. You just start building now, you know? That's what I think is great is even in New Game +1, you can build. And just the way I like to think of it is don't rush through the story as fast as possible in each New Game Plus. Like, spend time building your bases, and especially in New Game Plus, it's really nice to have like a big functional base with all the items and stuff because you use a lot more of the random items because of the new stuff. It also extends your playthroughs through New Game Plus. Building, having to collect all the random materials to like from all the bugs to build furniture and stuff for big bases. So it's pretty easy, and clay's easy to get too. There's tons of clay on the map. Easy day. And even if you don't like it, you can always switch things up. I built the entire pagoda base out of weed stem floors, and I changed every single floor in the base to burr at one point. And did it take a long time? It took a while, but was it worth it? 100%, because it looks freaking epic now. I'm amazed. At least this floor is done. I think I need to destroy this. It's a little crowded. Actually, that works. It kind of messes the other side up, that doesn't it? It's perfect here because that's an extra block, but this one's not. But actually, it'll work fine. Why am I not destroying from the bottom? Who knows? It's never too late to start working on your new bases and designs. That's not right. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. Now it's not so crowded. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna collect all this crap. The inside's gonna be fairly simple. I need to figure out how I want this roof to work though. Because I want this over the entire ceiling. But it's not gonna work with this design, now that I think about it. I don't really want like a level up there for just no reason. Like I don't want to build a set of stairs up. I don't think it makes any sense. Maybe it does when I think through it, but I'm cooking ideas. You're right about not too late. Oh, 100%. It's never too late to work on designs. Add new details and stuff. I'm curious if this is even going to look, good. Not really using a ton of pine cone in this build at this moment. It's just around the stump lab and got a full inventory of clay. Yeah, that is my ash cement video on YouTube also goes over all of that. It is one of the main things is clay collection. So I have a route of where I go to get all of that stuff on there. That's annoying. Gonna meet right in the middle? Why you do that? And if you need inspiration for builds, the Discord is a really good spot for that. Why you do this, Timber? Pay attention. Different difficulties, different bugs. Yeah. It adds a lot of excitement back to the game to me personally. There are, don't get me wrong, there's some frustrating aspects to it. Some balancing needs to happen here and there, but for the most part, I very much enjoy the refresh of the game. And I wanted to do a second playthrough of this game for so long, but I just couldn't be brought to starting over, you know? Like, it just wasn't something I was interested in, losing all my progress. Because I want to build. And then they're like, oh, you get to keep all your builds. I'm like, done. Deal. I'm going. Count me in. What's up, Andy? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Might be too much. Did I do that right? Yeah. I mean, it'll work, I guess. That's not what I wanted. You go. Slowly but surely figuring this stuff out. Very cool base would be to have 3 different bases on the lasers that make you big and have a tightrope bridges connecting all of them. That would be cool. I haven't tried placing anything on those. I'm not sure if you can or not. I mean, you can always build up to them, but not sure if they allow you or not. The coolest part about that is that when you do the scene to do the end game, your base will stay there. So, like, See-Through, who was a Grounded YouTuber for a while, did like a massive pyramid thing. And so when you do the final like thing and you go big, like, it shows your base right there, and it's really cool. So that would be a really cool thing for like footage-wise, like your base is getting blown up by lasers. Be a fun one. I have so many base ideas for this game. Like, this one is super ambitious. It was just the one I was having a lot of fun with. But I have a ton of random build ideas for this game that who knows if we'll even get to any of them or half of them. My word, this is incredible. Thank you. I appreciate that. Feel free to ask questions if you've got them, or just enjoy the building. Traveled all the way across the map for 6 crow feathers. I have made a very big mistake. That's literally, that's what I did for so long. It's not a mistake. It's just feather farming, unfortunately. It's always a grind. Someone tell me what Grounded New Game means and the other terms. New Game Plus is very similar. A lot of games do it. But once you complete the base story, you meet a couple of the, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you have to meet a couple points of criteria for beating specific bosses and a final event in the game, and then you get to restart the entire story, but all of your stuff stays. So you have the same levels, the same mutations, armors, everything you build, all of this stays. Every structure across the map, everything completely stays. And then you just get to restart the story over and over. It adds, I guess you remix the yard, is the easiest way to explain it. It changes certain things like colors of different things, like the sandbox changes. It adds new enemy types, not necessarily new enemies themselves, but they have special infusions that make them exponentially more difficult. The bosses get more difficult, the difficulty's higher. But it's a really fun addition to the game so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. If you want to know any of the other terms, feel free to ask. There's a lot of random terms to cover and stuff, so. How do you get the time to collect all the necessary resources and still maintain the willingness to keep collecting more? I'm a masochist. I don't know. Stupidity. I think I just like building so much in this game that it's just a necessary evil. I don't personally like building in custom building where you don't have to get, where you don't play the game. Kind of ruins it for me. I just don't have as much fun. I lose the willing because there's no like purpose to it. So for me, it's like getting through the New Game Plus games and continuing these builds and finishing them is enough motivation for me to keep collecting. I'm also making content on it, so that helps a lot. Knowing that if I'm going to stream, I need the materials, it's kind of like, well, if I'm going to keep streaming, I have to keep collecting. Sort of the endless loop of hell I've created myself. Which reminds me, I should unlock the punching mutation before moving forward. Yeah, before you get into New Game Plus, finish everything you can. It's gold cards. With the regular enemies are not that bad, especially because it increases your gold card chance if you care about gold cards. But do it before, if you want them, do the bosses in the normal game because it is so hard to farm the bosses in New Game Plus. It is not going to be fun trying to get gold cards. Unless you go to New Game Plus 5, then you get 100% gold card chance. So that's the only perk of trying to get them later on, if you care about it at least. No. Dang it. I thought I would get him. Thanks for the advice on the base last night. Helped a lot in moving it to survival now. Sick. That's awesome. It's definitely looking really cool, so you got a lot of cool ideas going on. But yeah, I love helping people out and stuff wherever I can. Tips and tricks, new ideas, looking at things, doing a base review, all that kind of stuff. I want to get the helper nat, but you have to switch to a custom game, right? Does that change anything? So there's two ways to get the handy nat. The first one is to change it to custom. Everything stays the same. The only thing you're going to lose is achievements. So as soon as you change to custom mode, you can no longer get more achievements. So if you care about achievements, don't do that. You can go get all the achievements and then change to custom if you want, if that's interesting way for you. You also unlock the handy nat automatically at New Game Plus 1. So you have to beat the game one time through, go into the first New Game Plus. If you want to know, along the pond, there's rocks right here. Not in the upper yard, but on the first layer here, there's a little entrance. That's where the New Game Plus entrance is. There's some little computer screens that will tell you the requirements to unlock New Game Plus. And then once you're in New Game Plus 1, you automatically unlock the handy nat from that point. So you no longer have to go to a custom mode, which I would have preferred, honestly. But at this point, the custom is so nice to build in. You can increase the resource rate for respawning, so the really annoying resources become much more achievable to gain large amounts of. Because honestly, lint and charcoal shouldn't be 5 days. They're just miserable to collect because they take so long to respawn. So they currently respawn, in my world, they respawn every day. Every 24 hours in-game. So it makes life a lot easier. Awesome. I bought this game on Monday, so I'm fairly new to this game. I've gone through the hedge, and right now I'm concentrating on upgrading my equipment and trying out building a bit. Nice. Yeah, I suggest building while you go. The bases become really helpful. You get buffs that are really great from building, like the coziness level, if you know what that is. Just placing more items gives you buffs. Some of the items gives you buffs. You have to build a lot of the different stuff to be able to collect different higher tier weaponry and all that fun stuff. So test it out. If you have questions, I'm here to answer them. I think I know, unless you want damage numbers on specific weapons or whatever, I know pretty much everything but that kind of stuff. Because if you hey, load. Oh, come on. What's happening? There we go. In my chat, we build, not battle. Not necessarily great at combat in games, but I love building. I'm decent at the combat because I've done so much of it in Grounded specifically, but overall, not my forte. That's a, if you've like Paralyzer is a great person to get advice on combat builds and stuff. Already, I killed the Mantis and got the gold card. Don't know if that is lucky or not. The boss chances are decently high, but getting any gold card in this game is pretty lucky. Anytime you get a gold card, you're feeling good. There's two of them stuck there. Interesting. Don't destroy that. It's rude. Already making changes, and I just started building the second model of it. Nice. Keep posting pictures. Use that build inspiration in Discord. For anyone new, join the Discord if you would like to talk about building and Grounded or any other games, honestly. There's a bunch of different chats in there for building and creativity. Chat, get help. There's a lot of cool builders in the chats as well that can help. I'm in there all the time, chatting and answering questions and helping people out every day. I was looking at it last night. A lot of great ideas. Yeah, definitely. And there's some very passionate Grounded builders in that chat, so I can help you at all times of the day with build ideas and posting images so we can all give each other feedback and stuff. Go away. I'm too young to die. Thanks for your help. I'm going to give you a follow. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm typically here Monday through Friday. I'm not the most consistent streamer at this point in time, just because I have a 1-year-old who, in the best ways, consumes my life right now. So streaming's just a fun thing on the side that I'm doing. So try to stream as much as I can and make videos when I can. But I'm pretty much always available for questions about this game and other ones. Been trying to build a mega base, but can't get a good idea of how to compose it. If you haven't, welcome in Thomas, by the way. And welcome in everyone. Dawnstar, Thomas, Ronnie, School of Nox, Smiles, everyone. Thank you for hanging out and chatting. If you haven't seen on my YouTube, I have a top 10 build tips for Grounded. I think that would be an awesome spot to start. Not to plug you to one of my videos or anything, but I think it has a great place for new players that are trying to get into building. And Grounded teaches some fun techniques for building, talks about my philosophies for design in general, for building in video games and Grounded specifically. And there's a couple things that I think for someone trying to figure out where to start a build, I think would help a lot. Specifically, I think it's like tip number 5 is the use precedent images. Looking up stuff online for different ideas. If you want to build a castle, look up castles. If you want to build like a Asian style base, if you want to build anything and everything, I always suggest looking up ideas on the internet and then trying to replicate them in your own way, in the like utilizing the mechanics that Grounded has in its building. What, you want to go? Bring it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get blocked. Ouch. That wasn't very nice, sir. Dreading having to go underwater for the one lab. I always have trouble in any underwater parts of games. Plus, I heard the pond's rough the first time you use it. I would focus first and foremost on. I got everything over here. First and foremost, getting the different gear for underwater. Get the tier 2 helmet and the tier 2 fins. It is the only thing that matters. That, and use the merting. Once you unlock this mutation, use that. The more air you have, the better. That is all that matters. And then pay attention to the different things. This is the fin flops plus and the bubble helmet are like absolutely necessary. Upgrade those and you're good to go underwater. And you need a dagger or a bone dagger or a pebblet spear are typically ideal. Or a bone spear too. They'll get the job done. Is that not awesome? But yeah, it's rough under there. Find the air holes. The what are they? The bubbles? Any of these bubbles? Don't get greedy. If you get greedy, you'll die, and it is so miserable to try to get back to where you were. The koi fish is really easy to avoid. It's really big. It's scary. It'll eat you and kill you in one shot. But just swim away from it and you're fine. It's not as bad as you might think, but it is a little daunting when you don't know where you're going at first. You should also know that killing creatures underwater refills your air. Yes, specific creatures though. I don't think tadpoles do it, but killing the spiders, the diving bell spiders, and killing those refresh your air. So, can be a quick, easy way to get air when you're about to die. Haven't seen fusion in a while. Is there a fusion in chat? I don't know if there's a fusion ever. Maybe I'm forgetting. I haven't found that and figured out I want something with elements of ancient Greek, Roman, Gothic aesthetic. I've looked into reference images, but I want a Citadel type build and was struggling with it. Structures, but I don't know, or I know it needs to be layered, just not sure how to fill the space. I mean, if you want a great example, this is based off of a specific Game of Thrones building, but also the Pantheon is a big inspiration for this build. So a Romanesque building. The details all come from the different depths and stuff, building thick walls, and then the inside's just a crazy thing. And you can fill the inside with all sorts of different stuff. Just different floors with all your things in it. Doesn't have to be very specific. Finding a specific size of like how much stuff you need, like how many ovens do you need, how many like different spinners and all the different grinders and all that stuff. That kind of helps you get a rough idea. I typically lay out the first floor as like functionality, crafting space, and then my next floors are all like utility items and stuff that didn't fit in the first floor. This is all coziness, and then I also like in every base, especially in Grounded, I like using all of the statues and stuff. I think they're a great way to fill out the space, and they are useful because you get loot luck when you rub the stuffed bugs, and you do extra damage to enemies that you rub the head mounts on. So there is a huge perk to having them all built when you're trying to farm specific enemies, especially bosses. But killing stuff gets you oxygen too, not fleas and tadpoles. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully I won't panic too much when I do that part. Yeah. The hardest part is not panicking. I died so many times the first time I did it though. Like you're gonna die a time or two. Until you like orient yourself, you're gonna die 1 or 2 times. Just be ready for it. Try not to get too greedy is the best thing I can tell you. That's every time I died, it was because I was being greedy, trying to get to a specific spot too fast. Yuck. All those were trash. Yeah, save often. Reloading saves is a great technique. I am all for it. Because, man, the first time I did the pond, it was miserable. Once you get to New Game Plus, you unlock a trinket that gives you Veteran Diver from doing the pond, and that version of Veteran Diver gives you unlimited breath, and then it's a joke. You don't even have to try at that point. Makes life a lot easier. Oh, and also, Thomas, might temple is a great, simple sort of design overall as you unlock more pieces in the game, if you like the Roman aesthetic. And all I did was look up Roman temples. Just Roman temples. I found a layout that I liked, showing one, and then I'm sort of mimicking that, and then just messing with the different designs and details of it all. You could easily turn something like this into a big open base with all your chests organized, creating like different rooms and stuff. You could create like back rooms and front rooms. You could easily add multiple floors in this space. I'm just making it big one space because that's my thing, but you can easily make adjustments to how everything's working. And I think the columns look pretty cool. And if you post in the Discord I had linked earlier, let me know if you need that again. Lots of people can give ideas and suggestions and stuff too. Oh, the treasurer. I feel like he came in, we made him the treasurer as a joke, and then he disappeared immediately afterwards. Slacking on his duties. You need that again? What do you need again? What do you mean? What you need? What you need? You don't need it, you're in it, but I'll do it anyways. You were chatting in it like yesterday. Any tips on dealing with wolf spiders? I have been trying to get better at parrying with the shield, but is there anything else to suggest? Mainly, I would go practice fighting orb weavers first. Once you get really good at orb weavers, gosh, I cannot talk tonight. Orb weavers. One, get a good spicy weapon. All the spiders, except for the Black Widow, pretty much. Oh, don't blow my stuff up. Hold on. It's all about learning the attack pattern. The Orb Weavers and the Orb Weaver Juniors have the same exact attack patterns. I killed that one too fast. Once you learn the Orb Weaver attack pattern, the Wolf Spiders, the Widows, the Brood Mother are all the exact same attack patterns, just sped up. Whee. And that's all it is. Just sit here and get good at parrying these, and you're good to go. Then you just have to get slightly faster at it. Also, yeah, shields reduce your damage, so if you're struggling to kill them fast, the shield isn't as helpful. It increases your parrying, but it slows your damage down so much that it's not ideal. The juniors are slightly harder, I think, too, because they poison you. But that's the easiest way. Get a spicy weapon for wolf spiders. Orb weavers as well. It's great for the hedge in general. And then from there, you just have to slightly learn the new attack pattern for wolf spiders. Or the sped up version of it. But overall, it's really easy. Spicy. So these weapons are not good things to show it. So as you get further in the game, you can add candies. It's more of an upper yard thing, so if you're not super far, you can add infusions or buffs of a specific type to each weapon. So once you upgrade to level 5 for a weapon in your smithing station, you have the ability to take your weapon, and so like this toenail scimitar is a fresh, so you can add fresh damage, spicy, sour to everything, and that adds that specific damage type. There are certain weapons, like what I'm using here, These are very late. All these are late, super late game weapons. Same with the staff, so you won't get those very early on. But these do specific like fresh, sour, and spicy damage. This also does salt, and they'll help you defeat some of those more difficult enemies that are weak to specific things. And you figure out what they're weak to by, if you look at like a termite is weak to stabbing and salty. Each weapon type has a damage type and the modifier, I guess is what I would call it. So that's one way that can help you do extra damage, because like this has chopping and spicy. So like the Brood Mother fight is slashing and spicy, so you can get the best weapon against most spiders is the Spicy Coltana, which you get from doing a specialty defense event over by the Fallen Over Barbecue. So that can help a lot. If you don't have it, just get good at attacking and fighting Orb Weavers, and then you'll exponentially get better at fighting the other things just from fighting those. You'll know the attack patterns, you just have to know that they attack slightly faster, but they're the same pattern overall. And you're saying, do you know the Oak Lab door of Anti-Wolf Spider? Are you saying... But that's probably the biggest suggestion, is learn that attack pattern. Are you saying this? Like, oh, jeez. I was not expecting him to be right there. Alright. Get away from my door. But yeah, if you build doors, you trap these ones in here. And if you kill them fast, you don't even have to worry about it. Once you block the haze, infected wolf spiders start spawning as well. Good times, right? They explode. They're scary. But you'll get better and better at it as you play more and more. But like if you watch this fight, let me get my better gear on. Do a quick tutorial. I think it stabs. Don't eat your child. I have way wrong trinket on. And once you get good at the combat, you can kill these guys really easily. It's all the same exact attack pattern, just faster. Dang it. You got it. They eat their babies, they make life easier. Or they make their attack speed faster, which does not make life easier. That's just Black Widows, though. Stand at the doorway and they don't know what to do. Oh. But instead of standing at the doorway... Oh, dang it. I didn't make the jump. My shoes. You, first person? Who needs to stand at the doorway when you just build doors around each edge, and then they're trapped forever? Every once in a while they escape, but for the most part they're just trapped in here, and you never have to worry about them around the oak tree ever again. That's the easiest way to deal with wolf spiders, is you just trap them in their homes. Literally every single wolf spider can be trapped, essentially, because they don't move for a long, extended periods of time. So if you really hate wolf spiders, just build buildings around them and you'll trap them. That's also a great suggestion. Just avoid them completely if you don't want to fight them. So I can trap wolf spiders, correct. Just do that, right? Adds, oops. Building all of the large chests uses all of my pine cones. I can't get enough, right? I have collected many pine cones. Luckily, they increased them a little bit previously. They used to be even worse to get. I don't feel like I have an extra item. Oh, mark that up. Duh. I'll do that. I got surprised by a wolf spider when gathering materials. Yeah. They're stinkers. I mean, the nice thing is they only really come out at night, but for the most part, they're just so easy to deal with. You just build around them. Like, they made it too easy to completely avoid them, so. That's the great thing about the combat in this game, is that every single, like, upgraded version of a bug, so the ladybug has the same attack pattern as a ladybird, or yeah, what am I saying? Ladybird? Yeah, ladybugs attack the same as ladybirds, and larvae attack the same way as ladybird larvae. They're just typically a slightly sped up pattern. Wolf spiders, the infected broodmother, if you haven't heard of that fight, is horrifying. It'll make you poop your pants, but it's just an extremely sped up attacks version of all the other spiders. So if you learn the basic one of any bug in the yard, you can pretty much kill every version of it really easily. The underwater spiders attack the same sort of simple way. They're very easy to block overall. They attack slow because they're in water too, so it makes life easy. I don't remember when I collected all that stuff, and I need it. Fun fact, Grounded was initially started by a team of 13 devs. Yeah, I'm still amazed. I mean, it's grown. It definitely has gotten, they've gotten more people working on the job as of late, but still overall a really small dev team for how amazing of a game this is. And the new additions have some people mad, but overall, they'll get everything patched out and fixed. They've never let me down so far. I've always been blown away at how much content they've added for free in a game that easily could have had 2 or 3. I mean, they easily could have had 4 full DLCs for like $15 to $30 for all the updates they've done, and they've never once made that like an addition you had to get, which I think is very commendable in a day, like an age where everyone's doing microtransactions and a bunch of crap just to make tons of money. So they're definitely some of the best developers of any game I've ever played. What about when they removed ghost mode? That, okay, you got me. You got me there. You used to be able to change the nat to a ghost and you could clip through everything, and they got rid of it for some reason, and I'm still sad. I'm still very emotional about it. It's a sore subject because it makes building so much easier. And even if it was just added back once you're in New Game Plus, or at least a custom game, it should 100% be part of a custom game. It's the whole reason, like, you go to custom so you can break the game and play the way you want. But other than that, they've done right by me, and they're working on patching out and balancing the whole New Game Plus system as well. In the next few weeks, we'll be getting some type of an update, balancing certain things. They won't leave us hanging forever. There was a lot of pressing issues to fix, I think, is part of the issue. A lot more important things to fix than just some little balances when there was so much broken because the game's so complicated with New Game Plus. Question. I think it would need to be up one, maybe. Technically, it probably would look just like that. Build this out a little bit and see how I like it. So the idea behind this is chests with people's names that have donated, become members of the channel, boosted the Discord, any of those different things. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to lay those out currently. It's going to be the most effective, cool looking way to do it. Man, is it going to be expensive though. Look at all these chests. It's going to break the bank. Why is there a snap to middle? Why is that not how that works? Do you know how rare the Broodmother trinket is? I've killed 20 and don't have it. I don't know the exact drop rate. You're gonna hate me for this. I think I got it on the first time I killed her. It's the RNG is rough for some of that stuff. I'm slightly surprised that you don't have it after 20. I think it's right around the corner for you, honestly. But at the same time, like, if you look at, like, it took me 1,200 spiderlings to get the gold card for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. Took me, like, what was the green shield bugs? It took me almost 200 black widows. I barely killed any of those. It took me over 200 green shield bugs to get. I had to kill, sorry for spoilers, the infected broodmother's a crazy boss. I had to kill her 51 times to get the gold card. This is the hardest enemy in the entire game. It's literally made to be like an Elden Ring boss. 51 times before I got that gold card. I got the trinket the second time I fought her. As School of Nox says, yeah, Dissection Expert, Rascal Rogue, and the Sticky Gum are different things you can use that would massively help. The Rascal Rogue, you steal an item, is really good. And the Sticky Gum, you steal another. I think you can get 2 items per fight, per enemy with each of those, so you can steal 4 items potentially. And I've stolen 2 trinkets before on the Broodmother specifically, doing that fight. So that would be one way I think to boost your chances. They're a little bit hard to get. The gum is pretty easy to get. If you want to know how to get that, that's an easy thing I can tell you. As well as the Rascal Rogue is a little more difficult. Actually, I think it's just, maybe I'm being incorrect. Is it Dissection Expert? No, Rascal Rogue is the one you steal. So you have to find specific statues in the game that unlock that in each, they're little wooden statues in each lab, or the main labs at least. You have to find these specific statues, and those unlock Rascal Rogue. Definitely worth it if you're trying to get trinkets and stuff. But it took me a long time. I farmed for weeks to get like the fungal charm that you get from the fungal growths to get extra explosive resist. I farmed for ages to get that trinket. So long. Got the arc on my 5th one. I have phase 1 of Rascal Rogue. Still need Dissection Expert. Yeah. They're a grind. They're a bit of a grind, but those are the ones, like my basic running around the map mutation set is always using the loot luck Dissection Expert as an option, so you get more resources when you loot an enemy. That one is 100% worth having on, or switching to at the end of a boss fight to get more resources. It's really nice to have. Slightly bug me, isn't it? Maybe I move that to the center. I think we do that. Doesn't really fix it though, does it? Still gonna be 1 off because of that. It's actually gonna push them both. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess with that width. But yeah, the Brawny Boy bin chip. Correct. both just gonna do that. I guess that actually, yeah, that's the way to go. Adjust each one. Skip the corner, which makes sense anyways. What? Excuse you. Go in your home. There you go. That's better. Then I gotta move all these though. Perfectionism. Just always a struggle. Naturally, now I'm gonna have to move all those, aren't I? Yeah. Just those ones. That's not too bad. But it's gonna make my OCD feel way better. Do you have to buy it from Burgle because I have all the chips? That's a good question. It's been a really long time since I had to unlock that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to give you bad info. Did you churn the chip in? That is, I've forgotten to do that. Alright, you buy it from Burgle. There you go. Thank you for the assistance. Gotta sit with better posture. Actually, this makes this whole thing lay out better, doesn't it? Right? That all goes in. Oh yeah, that's better. That makes everything work out slightly better. Yeah. Yeah, worth. Give this a little copy. Boom. Much better. That makes the OCD feel good. It's coming together. I had to do a lot of collecting tonight. I didn't get quite as far on the building as I would have liked to, but that's what it takes sometimes, I guess. I was like, I'll just bust out the temple and be done with it by tonight. Nope. Nice try. All progress is good progress, though. I don't love that that lands in the middle, but kind of is what it is. I'm not going to move this whole wall. Maybe I do. I don't really want to, though. Do you think maxing Rascal Rogue will be quick? I would like to do it before I go to bed. Yeah, if you look up a guide for where the statues are, yeah, it's going to take you 15 minutes. If you are going to search for them legit, it's not going to be quick. They are really, really well hidden. Like, incredibly well hidden. They're like little tiny statue figurines that unlock the other ones. So if you want to know, it's this, this, and that. Or no, it's these, sorry. I think it's these. You have to find these statues. You also find these statues in the labs as well, but you have to find these 3 statues, and they're pretty well hidden. What is Rascal Rogue used for? It is a mutation that allows you to steal items on hit. So when you hit... Is that what it is? Are you sure? To get Rascal Rogue mutation, you need to collect the 7 statues and figurines. Yeah, that's right. I'm like 99.9% sure it's all the statues, not the mixers. The mixers don't really unlock anything, I don't think. But yeah, Rascal Rogue is a on hit, so every time you hit an enemy with like a physical weapon, so like the staff doesn't count, and bows don't count, but any weapon that hits them, if punching any of those, you can steal random items. Not random, but you can steal an item from that bug specifically. So whatever they drop, you can get. So like a spider, you can get the spider abdomen. You can get any of it. If they have like the bosses, if they drop trinkets, you can steal any of that. But it gives you, it's 2 items per enemy essentially. There's also a trinket that allows you to get extra loot as well. Correct. You get. Where do you get the standing knight? This one? It's a great question. It's in one of the labs. I can't remember the exact one, unfortunately. Yeah, I do. It said you need all of them to unlock it, so I think you have to get all of these. So like, Moldork statue, you can probably guess where that one is. The Mant statue, if you know where the Mant is, you can probably get that. The Koi is somewhere in the pond. The Weevil and Aphid, one is in the hedge. This is in the hedge lab, and the Weevil statue is one I don't remember. It's been way too long. Yeah, Yoked Girth statue. It's the Weevil and the Yoked Girth are the ones I don't remember. The Mant one, I know exactly where it is in the Mant lab. And the Moldork statue is in Moldork's castle. I have the Weevil and Aphid, but not the Koi, yeah. Or sorry. Oh yeah, there is a Mant statue. Sorry, I was thinking of a different one. There's a Mant statue in the Mant area, but it is in the Java-matic on secret unlock the resource lab. I don't know what to call it. Just under the Java-matic defense. When you do that event, it unlocks it. Thank you for correcting me. Some of these, it's been literally a year since I've unlocked them, because this is my only playthrough. The Yoked Girth. So the Yoked Girth one, you have to do all the mixers, which is a lot of work. That's why I don't remember where that one is, because I did that so incredibly long ago. Like, so long ago. Gosh, finally these respawned. And once you get them once, you never get them again. So a lot of the times, it's really hard to remember specifically where this stuff is. Especially the one-time unlocks. There's also tons of guides on literally every aspect of this game. You can Google it if you're into guides. Every aspect of this game, there's a guide on something of it. The content has been farmed on this game. There's a video for everything at this point. There are very few videos that don't cover something, at least in terms of like if it unlocks something or is useful in any way, shape, or form. I think the only videos that I don't think are out all the way yet are videos on more resource guides like I've done. Just farming routes, which aren't... All you need is a field station for that stuff, but... Oh, I can sleep. But if you're not looking at a field station, it's kind of nice to know the fastest route to get each spot and where the best spots are. Other than that, pretty much all the other content has a video on it. Oh, let's get all these materials. It's not enough. Paralyzer, Sea Dinky, Jade. Yeah. Those guys cover literally everything in the game. Other than building. They have some building stuff, but you come to me for building. I'm the building guy. They're the tutorial guys. That's how we roll. And if you want fun content for Grounded, watch I'm Cade. He's pretty funny. At some point I might, if he continues doing Grounded content, I might do a build with him and help him out. As he's not a builder, and I am, and he's got a massive following, and I don't. So it's mutually a very helpful thing for both of us. What do I feel about this? What if we did like some of the angled ones? Like this? Make like a shelf? Don't know how I feel about it, but oops. Hey. Yeah, I'm Cade. Very entertaining. This all actually needs to be moved anyways. It's gotta line up or it's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, those gotta move too. Then I can do that. Come on. It's meh. It's meh. You know? It's not my favorite. Maybe it needs more. Dude, stop doing that. Maybe it just needs both. So this one feels weird. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. Figure out how I want to do these, because they gotta go all the way to the top. We gotta fill this with members. Endless amounts of members. It's gotta be a cool way to do displays. Just haven't thought of it yet. But we will. We're gonna do all the lighting too. It's gonna take a while. Something like, how did he specifically? I'm looking at one person's build that I was helping out with some stuff. He clipped these lights into the floor somehow. I'm not sure how he did it yet, but I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna have to figure that out too. It's coming together though. This roof pattern is gonna take ages. Literal ages. I don't know where I'm gonna do it. I really want it all the way throughout. I think it needs it. I don't know. I might have to close this off to do it and scrap the idea of what I'm doing above. Actually, that means that this is going to want to be centered. Gonna bug me. Yeah, it's got that center line. I'll have to adjust it, but if I do that, then I can do this cool ceiling, which I really like. These are unfinished firefly hanging lanterns. Jeez, I cannot talk tonight. It's one of those days. So I didn't do the last piece, and I really like that they just kind of glow and don't emit actual light, but they look like they do. They look really cool. And I kind of want that effect to be like a starry ceiling almost. There's even the possibility of being like scrapping this whole piece and like filling this whole thing. And just doing that, which honestly isn't bad. I don't really know what I wanted to do with this. I could also make this like an extra level in the base and do something fun with it as well. Hard to say. How do you light them? Are you talking about the firefly lantern things I was just talking about? Also saves me ash cement. Saying these? Like, these aren't lights. I mean, they are if you finish them, but not currently. Do I have any of them built? Those, when they're finished, are just like, it's the same thing as a sap sconce or anything else. I don't think I really use many of those. Let's go. I got a ton of them up here. Like, this is what, if you get rid of, these have sap sconces on them. So ignore that. These are like my own custom chandeliers, but this is what the firefly hanging lanterns look like normally. And if you, for PC, you can adjust, you can do anything, but you can adjust the color and the saturation. So it's kind of got a whole spectrum of colors that you can adjust and change to do custom. I just like that I don't really want the lighting effect in this base. I just like that it looks sort of like a starry ceiling. Yeah, it should be the same as console. I was just saying it's G on PC to access that menu. Don't know what the button is on console. Not that they look different. Although the lighting does look slightly different between PC and console games. I noticed that when I was building the floor, I was working with another person that was building it on Xbox, and their lighting for inside, we have the same, almost the same lighting concept here, where you put lighting in between the pillars to sort of illuminate them. On Xbox, it's more of a glow, like you can't really see because they're so bright. On PC, they don't show up as much for some reason, like render nicer, I guess. They don't have as much fog around them, so they do. The lighting does look slightly different overall between PC and consoles. But these are just not built, so it's still a blueprint technically, so it just looks different. And I just thought it was a cool effect that I like. I want to have on the whole ceiling. I think it'll look really cool. I think I like doing this. It saves a lot of material too, which I think is nice. Just not having this whole layer. It sort of matches this pattern too, which I think will look nice. And it gives more surface area as well. I think that'll be a good way to do it. So I need to do a center line, don't I? Blueprints are laggy. I have noticed a slight increase in lag overall in my game recently. So that's 2. We gotta do it like this, which doesn't really make any difference. Actually, it all gets covered. Just gotta fill it. That deletes so many random ones. A lot of the stuff I'm doing is like just testing build limits and stuff, what you can build, how things look and combine together. I mean, figuring out like you can place the triangle pieces inside, in between these pieces. Just making interesting patterns and weird effects. Sometimes weird stuff like this a lot works. I don't feel like this should work, but it does. Just on the palisades, or like these kind of clip in, kind of cool. A lot of weird things in this game that you can do. Cool little techniques I've found, or other people have found and suggested. But it is 10:40. So we're a little past when I normally go, but it was fun. People hanging out and chatting, so it was all good. I'm going to call it here for the night. I really appreciate everyone hanging out, asking questions, being active in chat. Makes it very fun to stream and continue playing Grounded. I love helping people. I love that there's other people in here that like the game enough to help other people as well. So it's very cool. I tentatively stream on Saturdays. No guarantees, but I don't really have anything going on tomorrow night, so I might be back on Grounded tomorrow night. If you're not part of the Discord, join there. I have an updates channel in there where I post if I'm going live, when I'm going live, any updates, if anything changes on my streaming schedule, because it's all sort of tentative and random if I can or can't every day. But it's a great way to keep up with me and when I'm going to go live. There's also, it's a great place to hang out and chat up with people that build. But with that, I am going to call it there. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.